Okay, well, King's Comics is buzzing today. We've got so many people here. We've got Matt Hawkins, we've got the Winter City guys. We're going to talk to some people about their portfolios. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, so here we are. We're speaking today with Matt Hawkins from Top Cow. So, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Great, no problem. I'm happy to do it.
You've got a lot of people to see. You've got a long line going here. So
yeah, there's a lot of artistic people here in Australia that want to talk to me. So
yeah,
I'm happy
clearly.
to do it.
So you're here looking at a lot of people's folios and seeing what they've got to offer here at the moment. I mean, what sort of things are you looking for specifically?
We're looking right now specifically to try to find 2 new artists and 2 new writers that have never broken into comics before. I mean, one of the things, there's a lot of people that want to be in comics that are readers. It's one of the few entertainment venues where I would say at least half of the people that read them would like to be somehow creatively involved in the process.
Yeah.
So Mark and I thought about it and said, you know what, it'd be great if we gave 2 guys a shot, two guys or 2 girls, as a writer and an artist, a shot. And so we're looking for people that have never been published,
yep,
and to break them and put them on a Top Cow project for the first time, sometime in late 2013.
Fantastic. And for the folios and for the work that they're displaying, is there anything in that you're looking for, a type of work or a type of feel to what they're doing?
Well, we have, I think Top Cow's known for sort of a specific artistic style,
sure,
and I think if you're in that vein or in a digital painted vein, right now we're looking more for digital painters than anything. I think that because it's just with the price of comics going up, the numbers, and the economy of what it is now, we're looking to conserve costs. So when you find a guy that can pencil ink color and do it all as one, and usually a guy like that will be able to do a page in about half the time as the 3 people doing it together, like a penciler, inker, colorist. Now, most of these guys who are inkers or colorists purely don't want to hear this, but it really is the way the business is moving. And Stepyan Sejic, the guy who does Artifacts and did Witchblade for us for 5 years, is a very talented digital painter, and he's so fast. And he can do 2 books a month for us, but too expensive for that. I can't afford it. So we're looking for stuff that's more packaged. So I'd say if people want to bring material to us, it's almost easier if they have a packaged team, like if it's a penciler, inker, colorist combo, or at least penciler and inker. I mean, the one thing that's becoming more difficult to do is to just pay pencilers, inkers, colorists all separate. The economics don't work out.
Okay. Now, obviously, not everybody's going to be able to come along to a day like this. They may not be able to make it in. If they aren't, what is the best way for them to try and get their work in front of a person such as yourself?
Submissions at topcow.com. That's with an S. Submissions at topcow.com, and you email it. We get a lot of emails, so it's not. We may not get back to people right away. What I always tell people is. Be persistent, but not annoying. That's it's a very fine line. Yeah. If you stalk me on Foursquare when I'm having dinner somewhere to show me your portfolio, that's probably not the best.
It's not going to come off well. No.
But that's why I always check in when I'm leaving places. So I don't check in when I get there, because believe me, it's happened before.
Yeah.
But no, I think. The best thing for people now is just to have their work online. And rather than, because the one thing that people don't, they're so excited to send you their manuscript or their giant, portfolio of art. They'll send you these 50 megabyte files, and it clogs up people's emails, even with higher speed bandwidth. And I always say, you're best served having a website.
Yeah.
Focusing it all on a website, just send me a link.
Yeah.
And it's much easier. And plus, the good thing is you can design a website to where it looks more aesthetically pleasing, and there's more material to look at. I can see more all at once, and I'm more likely to scroll through it because I can look at it on my iPad or my phone or whatever convenient. Versus if somebody sends me a 50 meg file, I may just not download it yet, or one of those things. So you send it files also work, but clogging people's emails up are bad.
Yeah.
And what I would suggest, one thing I always tell people is people always want to show everything.
Yeah.
It's a horrible idea. Pick out your 5 or 6 best things. That's it. If you're an artist, pick out your 5 or 6 best pages. Don't show me this is what I did 10 years ago. I don't want to see that. I want to see what you're doing right now.
Progress of your life.
I mean, some guys I know who do portfolio reviews want to see sort of the progression, because you can see okay, this 18, 20, 25, whatever. But I personally do not. I just want to see what they can do right now.
Fair enough.
And I want to see, what their sort of speed. The other thing that people should be able to tell you is how long does it take? Because I've definitely hired artists before where they've done, they'll give me this portfolio of 6, 8 pages and they look great.
Yeah.
And what they don't tell you is they spend a year on each page, or a month or 2 months on each page. You can't be a professional comic artist. You need to be able to draw a page a day, or a page every other day. At the slowest, if you want to actually make any money or have a career.
Yeah, you've got to be able to plow through. Okay, well, look, thank you so much for talking to us today. Obviously, as we said, you've got a lot of people still to see. For anybody who wants to check out some of the great Top Cow stuff coming out. We've got Cyberforce and we've got Think Tank. So we'll have a look at here. We've got Cyberforce looking fantastic. That's
Mark's cover for the first issue of Cyberforce.
That's coming out October. Yep, fantastic. And Think Tank, of course, the other one.
My book, my first creator-owned book in a long time. First issue sold out, came out a few weeks ago. There's a second printing the last week of this month, and then the first week of September will be the second issue.
Fantastic. All right, so there's a lot of great stuff coming along, and seriously, I hope everybody's had a chance to come along here today. It's been a great day. So look, thank you once again for talking to us. Alright, so we've nabbed one of our creators who've been in here talking to Top Cow head Matt Hawkins. We've got Matt Elder here. Thanks for talking to us.
Thanks very much, thanks.
We spotted some of your folio stuff and we just had to grab you for a bit of a chat. We were very impressed by the work. Now, you've come in today to talk to this Top Cow guy. How was the response? You did have a chat with him so far, yeah?
Yeah, the response has been really, really good. He's particularly liked the work which I had, which is always a good sign.
Absolutely.
And ironically enough, he thought my pencils were stronger than my colours.
Huh. So that's not how you felt about the work previously? You thought...
Well, I always see pencils as like the transition stage to the final artwork.
Okay.
So, certainly though, when I look at other artists, I sometimes prefer their pencil work as opposed to their final, so I can understand.
Yeah. And I suppose there are different things that different production houses are looking for. Have you found that with your previous submissions?
Yes. I've spoken to a couple of the other different companies at various stages, and certainly the responses, depending upon the company, is very different. So. Sometimes you think, you'll go in with a certain thing that they'll like and they don't particularly like it, but they like something different. So
Sure. I suppose you have to kind of aim for a specific area depending on who you're going for.
Definitely. You certainly try to target your material to what they're publishing. So if you're doing something really sort of kiddie or cartoony and you're aiming it for something graphic and horror, then there's the mismatch there.
Sure. Now, are you working on anything comic based at the moment, or just sort of still building up the portfolio at this stage?
I'm still building up the portfolio and just working on the different paintings that I have. Looking to do some sequential work as well.
Yeah.
This is the sort of stuff which I do outside of my day job, which I work as like a commercial illustrator. So, it's the sort of thing. Day job, it's sort of all computers and Wacom and that. Whereas this is more, smelling the paint and things.
Sure. Which that's obviously got to be a labour of love for you. This one.
Oh, definitely. It's the sort of thing. Like my background is sort of more fine art, but I got into art through comics. So, it's nice to now merge those two together and go, okay, well, here's an oil painting of a comic character.
Okay, well, obviously you've got some fantastic stuff that we've seen today. Where can people actually get a look at your work?
Just purely enough on my website, www.mattelder.com. And certainly from there, there's links to Facebook and Twitter and all the usual social media.
All right. Well, look, your stuff is fantastic, so I hope everybody takes the chance to go and have a look. And look, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Appreciate it very much. Cheers. Thank you.